A couple of newborns all the way up to age 11. There's at least 11 mothers, probably more. He himself is just 29. Constitutionally, there's nothing the state can do to limit him from having children. This is his story. Desmond Hatchett has been to child support court a time or two.
I had 4 kids in the same year twice.
Today, his name appeared on the docket 11 times, representing about 15 of his 21 children. Can you keep up with it all?
Yeah.
You know all their names and ages and birthdays?
Yeah.
Hatchett is just 29 years old.
Because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. Every attempt by black people in the Caribbean, the Americas, the United Kingdom, to improve their living conditions through the political, educational, and economic systems has been a failure. But at the same time, other ethnic racial groups have been successful in leading their people to an acceptable standard of living using those same systems. It is interesting to note that black Americans have been in the United States longer than most of the other ethnic groups, except the Native American Indian, but have still fallen behind every group in virtually every level of society. Leviticus 26:33, and I will scatter you among the heathen, and will draw out a sword after you, and your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste. Deuteronomy 28:25, the Lord shall curse thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and thou shalt be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
The penalties of perjury.
There you go.
Excuse me. And what I have here is a confession by somebody that looks like they're still on extended parole as a habitual offender after having a long...
I've been out of the joint a long time.
All these curses shall come upon thee, and God declares that Israel would be forcibly removed from their ancestral homeland and scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth as captives to these new lands, where they will dwell in the midst of people from all ethnicities, but not as a sovereign nation. This is another characteristic of the Israelites.
He said it turns tragic when a child is struck in two by
The 4-year-old was sitting in church with his family when the bullet came through the roof of that sanctuary.
This drama queen here have lied on several of her statements, and I'd like to clarify that.
How you know that, man?
Don't speak to her. Yes, he just told me not to speak to her, and I'm talking to the judge. First of all, when she got put out, I did not put her out because she had a baby. I put her out because she wanted to fight me in my house. She got up in my face.
Yeah, she's got an attitude. She's got an attitude.
More than a third of the black population in cities like Boston, New York, and Philadelphia lived in blind alleys, cellars, and lofts. The poor, unsanitary living conditions caused widespread health problems and shortened their lifespans. Deuteronomy 28:19, cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
Recovering addict.
I become an addict, an ex-con, been to prison, did my time, paid my debt to society.
How long were you in prison?
3 years.
For what?
For drugs.
Okay.
I have been arrested 33 times.
33 times?
Misdemeanor.
Verse 20, the Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, and all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me.
My car to open up my door to get in my car. I heard my cousin scream my name from down the street. She said, Janisha, and when I turned to look, the defendant swung at me, took a swing at me.
She took a swing at you.
She swung at me. Yeah, she swung and she connected, and she swung and hit me in my left eye.
Swing off. Yep, I sure did. When I got done swinging off, I went to my car, took off my little sandals, and put on my Jordans. I sure did. Now I'm walking down the street, chasing him.
And on paper, he has 20, possibly, as he just said, 21 children. With a minimum wage job, he can't afford to support all of his children. So what is the state to do? Volunteer TV's Amber Miller has
Affiliation once determined your fate. Race is now playing a leading role in gang-related killings. As LA's Hispanic gang population grew, they went to war with black gangs for domination of the neighborhoods. That battle has now escalated to a race war.
Struck in the head by a stray bullet.
That was my only child. He's gone. He was only 4. I missed him. I loved him. He was so sweet.
Whatever, go to school and get your education. Don't follow my footsteps. Don't make the same mistake as I made. Motherfucker, stay in school, nigga. If you want to bang, nigga, then you already know where it's headed, nigga. You already know where it's headed. We done lost too fucking much. nigga. Up or down, your mom and daddy ain't lying to you, fool. They ain't with their kids and somebody else that took their lives. You know, it's just hard out here. But it's like this every day, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy out here. You know what I'm saying? The homies is, you know, everybody, niggas is dying, man. Mamas is crying. You know what I'm saying? We need to come up with a solution to try and do something with this old bullshit.
There's like, I've seen about 30 planes already this morning. They're just dropping all kinds of chemical trails and stuff all over the skies. Like they literally made a grid above the entire Phoenix area. So I'm trying to get the number to make a complaint with the FAA or someone.
Okay. I can get you the number for our flight standard district office.
Can you write this down, please? Okay, go ahead.
Alright, hold on, I gotta look it up here.
This is where I can make this type of complaint?
This is where you can contact the Federal Aviation Administration.
Okay. Go ahead when you're ready.
Yeah, just give me a sec here.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, it's a clear blue day, but yet the entire sky is covered with these trails from these planes that are going from one side of the city to the next, and they make X's and big grids over the city.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what this stuff is?
Actually, no, I haven't been outside for at least 2 or 3 hours.
Well, no, it's there like almost every day. I mean, if you just look up in the sky, you can see that like none of the clouds are real, and they're just made from these planes that just drop this stuff. And no one knows what it is. Yeah, no one can tell me what it is, or no one seems to care, or, you know, like you just look up in the sky, it looks like a painting. It looks like a painting. It's weird.
Wow. Okay. There is a flight standards district office located in Scottsdale, and their phone number is 480-419-0111.
Okay.
Okay. You can also contact them via email.
Alters your brain waves and causes hallucinations, and also affects, I think Lamar might have said this, affects your white blood cells. White blood cells. AIDS. Yes, brother. Mm-hmm. Anything in a pastel color is just like that low frequency white light. Pastels are designed to keep you calm. That's why schools are pastel colors. Pink. If you see pink, pink is a more of an active color, like activate. It's very calm, but it says activate. Blue says very calm, but be still. Each color on the pastel level has a frequency that keeps you calm, but at the same time activates something within you. So that when the programmer or the teacher is teaching you something, you absorb it. And that's why the children, if you ever see children, a lot of the children when they're in school, they want to move around and jump around, but what do the teachers stay, be still, and they go to give them Prozac along with them. You see? None of this stuff is new. This is old information.